minutes and you're sober. I was driving all the way frantically.
Hey guys, welcome back to another day at Pixels and Petrol. We have everything set up-ish for today's project. So you guys know, if you watched the last episode, if you haven't, go watch it. It'll get you up to speed. We have the motor that was ripped out of silver. This is the bad motor. It's a good transmission, good block, just bad oil pump. This is the car. It needs a new heart. This is a great chassis, great condition, not rotted, clean interior. Like, it's just a solid NB Miata. So we have ourselves a good drivetrain and a piece of shit Miata that's beat all shit. Right here, this NB. That's a good thing. We officially decided we are going to take the motor out of it because it has seen better days. It's not that good. I mean, it's missing a huge portion of metal as it is, and that is only a portion of what else is wrong with it in terms of like actual body. The body is not good. So that makes sense. We take the bad, we make the good. We're gonna take that drivetrain, put it in there, and then we'll just rebuild this motor setup another day. We need to get the car running and done. So the best thing to do is take a heart out of a bad car that's a good motor and put it into a good car that has a bad motor. Make sense? Good. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. We're going to make the best of the situation because there's a lot that this thing could help fix Miatas that we have currently in our fleet. We have a 15,000 mile Miata that needs a new top. We have a mint top on this car here. It'll be perfect for that project. So we're gonna go on and get this thing set up on the lift, start unbolting, stripping, all the little things, drain the fluids, get it ready for ripping out the engine because we're literally going to pick the engine up, transfer it, and drop it straight into the other car. So let's set up. I'll get a little time lapse going of everything going on because I don't have a crew. I know this has also been discussed with a couple people before here. I'm gonna say this, I'm alone when I do a lot of this stuff. I don't have another guy crew on a regular basis when it comes to doing camera work. So I apologize, I can't do fancy cinematics and transitions and constant recording, especially because I have to get the work done. So I do the best I can with what I can record, try to make sure I keep on top of it, make things as entertaining as possible, and keep things flowing. That way I have a nice entertaining project that I like to document, share with you guys, entertain you guys, do what I can. If I get more people on board that hang out at the shop regularly, I'll have someone that can operate the camera, like instead of me doing this. I'm basically vlogging. So, is what it is. Hope you guys enjoy that factor right there and bear with it, especially with the whole editing. I do my best, not a pro, but I try. So we're gonna get into it. Let's start ripping apart shit. Okay, so we're moving along. We're getting a little bit of stuff done, but piece by piece. Looking over the white Miata here, getting it right now. As you can see, it is now draining coolant. It's good coolant too. It's definitely recent, so I'm gonna salvage the coolant. Got a clean bucket. That'd be great. The car is just riddled with spiders. I'm arachnophobic, so I've been torching shit, trying to get rid of the spiders here and there. Fucking eggs and nests and whatnot, not my cup of tea whatsoever. So kind of taking my time with it. This exhaust is actually bolted in. When I say that, I mean, like, I've had so many cars come in where it's been just welded together. This actually had a bolted together setup, and I was able to get the nuts and bolts out. This is a long tube Jackson Racing header for a 1.8 NB. That's dope. It's a nice header. We actually have one that's not cut up, because we had one recently for a 1.6 on a piece of shit Miata that they cut a racing beat 1.6 long tube header. That's a rare header too. Like it's been on like indefinite back order forever. Like you can't get one. So I was like kind of super pissed off about that. Granted, it goes well on a flange, but it's like, why? Anyways, piece by piece, just like unbolting and like disconnecting and draining. Piece, just getting it prepped for going back up top, and that way we'll start disconnecting everything from the motor. I need to disconnect the battery. I already did the interior, took the shifter out and the center console, so it's all like piece by piece. Well, it's baking hour now, so let's get back into it. Okay, I took a bit of a break for baking hour, as you guys know. Baking hour is usually between 5 and 7 o'clock. I usually do other projects or just relax or something, just eat. Just something. It's so fucking hot in the shop during that time, it's unbearable. It gets over 100 degrees easy in here. And the AC just shits itself from overheating and whatnot. I have a fan strapped to the back of the AC to cool off the AC, it's that hot. So I started working on the white NB more, finished draining more fluids, disconnecting more shit. So like PPF is disconnected, the trans wires are disconnected underneath in the back. I gotta do the drive shaft next. Fuck, I forgot that. It's gonna be a pain in the ass since my swivel broke. Great. Like motor mounts are disconnected. Exhaust is disconnected. This battery's disconnected. So this is just about ready to go get ready to start pulling. I gotta get the radiator out first, and this hose, that's just small bits and bobs. It's just disconnecting stuff like the power steering hoses there. Drain that, that's always a mess. Does this have an AC system in it still? Looks like it's already had lines disconnected, so that's good. I don't have to recover those. Yeah, it's always a good step right there. So we'll get this ready, transfer this over into hopefully the silver car tonight. If not, at least I want to get the motor out. That way tomorrow I can start working on dropping the motor in and buttoning it up into silver. So that way by tomorrow, where I have it put in and start buttoning it up, I can start prepping the other motor that I have here to make one more motor together. So we have an extra motor because we have enough parts to make at least a 1.8 1.8 NA block, because we can't use the cylinder head from the NB. Unfortunately, that's toast. Unless someone wants to machine it or something like that, it might be salvageable via machining, but in its current state, it's not usable, unfortunately. If you guys don't know, Pep Boys is going out of business on their retail aspect. So shit is already up to 50% off. Got a 60-foot by 60-foot carbon fiber wrap. Not going to use it for our car. Like, this is actually meant for our car apparently. But I figured this would be dope for doing really like old, worn out interior panels for in the cars and whatnot. I might test it out on a couple of panels in the FRS, because like I already have the package that has upgraded like dashboard and everything that looks like carbon fiber, but I still have a couple silver bits here and there, like on my steering wheel and on my door handles and my center trim. Those would look so much better if they were carbon fiber, so it might be interesting. I won't do it on that first. There's 60 feet there, so what I'll do is I'll test it on like, I don't know, fucking Baja or something. Just something else first to see how it goes. But I get the whole thing for 27 bucks on discount. I mean, that's cheaper than even on eBay, so beats eBay and beats Amazon. You know, it's got to be, you definitely have gotten a good price. But go hit up your local Pep Boys if you want shit dirt cheap. Like, dude, fucking not sponsored. Valvoline oil, $2 for a quart. That's cheap. That's cheaper than Walmart shit, bro. Like, I know there's a lot of boys that like to go to Walmart for cheap shit. Like, that was cheaper than the Pep Boys brand. I don't know what's going on in their system, whatever. But the Pep Boys brand, what, Pro Lube or whatever the fuck it is, I don't know. It's that crap they got, Proline. The Valvoline was $2 compared to it. And they're both conventional oils. Like, fuck, dude, that's cheap. But yeah, let's get back to work. We got enough rambling going on here. Hey, go check it out. You can save some money, get some shit. I got so much shit for the shop here, stocked up on so much supplies while I did, at such a bargain. And that was even earlier on when it was 40% off. Now 50% off. Like, everything's flying off the shelves. I get, get cleaners, get chemicals, get tools. Careful what tools you get though. Certain tools they overprice really bad there, especially the Lyle tools. They're literally, some of them are half price on Amazon before their discount there at Pep Boys, which is kind of a joke. Like, for example, a stud installer for lug nuts, they want $40 there. It's literally like $20 on Amazon most of the time. And granted, if you get it half off, you'll be spending Amazon money locally. But like, that's not a discount at all. It's like, what the fuck? Anyways, their markup, that's why they're going out of business. That's a good example. They're going out of fucking business for a fucking reason. Let's get back to work. Alright guys, just about wrapped up for the night. Did a little bit of last minute extracurricular. Got the Skyline in at the moment. I still gotta bring in the Porsche, but here I have my Scion FRS. I have the skirt that was on it. It's now off of it. I had to take it off. Side skirts and the front bumper. Now, they are unfortunately replicas. I have not been able to source every single time that the official ones popped up. People want astronomical prices for them, and when I mean astronomical, I mean literally, like, you could buy a fucking Miata for how expensive the skirts are. So maybe one day I'll buy a full real kit, but at that point, to be honest, it's not even worth it, unless I land on them cheap enough. I do actually want to pick up an actual, if this thing keeps continuing on properly with this whole ordeal, I would like to get another FRS. I would pick up a TRD RS1, the car I always wanted originally from the first place. Their prices, even with the COVID hike prices, is still significantly less. So I would like to pick one up. I think it would be awesome. Depending on which one has better condition, my one that I had since brand new or the one that I find, I think I'd like to turn one into a track car and then keep one of these as a grand touring car project, the same that I've wanted to have since I got the car, because it's just such a good daily driver as a sports car. I think the TRD might be the better grand tourer for what I want from it. I would just have to update and bring more creature comforts to it, like how I have on this one, and then maybe turn this one into a full race car. Just depends on the actual condition of the TRD one. Otherwise, I go for a race car on the TRD one. But I think that's a cool plan in my list lineup. It just depends on how this keeps growing and how much money I keep making doing this. But it's gonna be a while. Definitely gonna be a while. But yeah, the car looks actually quite naked. I have not seen her on her stock body in a while without the skirts and the front bumper. She's so dirty. But yeah, I'm gonna give her a good cleaning. I gotta correct all the paint. It's a total mess. I need to order a replacement front bumper because it's still messed up. Do all that, and then I think that's when I'm gonna repaint these skirts properly, get it done right. Just take my time with it, strip the paint off, the old paint off, then paint and prep, seal it, then put them on. Because last time I was rushing to get them out of my place. I spray paint them so quickly, and it's matching paint too. It does actually match the car. It's just with autocross and how much I drive my car like a driver's car, I totally destroyed the paint that are on there. Like, you see, that is unacceptable. It looks absolutely terrible. And the side skirts are like that, and the front is completely damaged. I put the block on. There we go. You see, it's completely just stripped away, chipped, battered. It needs to be completely sanded, stripped, and then I need to do some actual body filler on it. Then it'll be acceptable to put back on. It is not acceptable anymore. Since we have a garage, I think it is more than ever proper that I do it right this time, because this is my this is one of my babies. I got her since brand new, and I've driven her so goddamn much, especially for my whole back injury, that I have not put enough back into her yet, and I think it's time to put more back into her. She deserves it. She's been so good to me. The car is still in fantastic condition. I'd like to keep it that way. I just gotta clean up some of the things that have shown up their age. Then, you know, it'll be at least on equal grounds. I want it to be kind of like that with both this car, clean this up, clean up the 944, and then restore it, and then also even clean up and restore the Baja too. So all these cars deserve my love that are in my fleet as well. So fucking screws and nails, I don't need that shit in my tire. Alright, well, anyways, I'm gonna finish cleaning up and packing up for the night. I hope you guys enjoyed today's little work progress update vlog. Just fun shit all together between, you know, the FRS. I got the major NB project again. Hope you guys enjoyed these series. It's a very lonely vlog series. I don't have a camera crew. I don't have some crazy setup for video and whatnot. I have me just vlogging away with my time lapse on my DJI and my camera here, that I'm trying to use this camera more now. I'm just really sensitive about using it because I'm really careful with it. It is my high-end camera. So trying to make sure I stay clean when I'm using this, but I want to make the footage even better for you guys. Please excuse me, I am drenched hot mess today. It is miserable in the shop today. But anyways, as usual, I hope you guys enjoyed these series, these videos that I try to output to you. I'm going to keep working on the quality, keep working on the content, and I'm going to try to change it up a little bit here. Just in case it gets a little boring. I'm going to have some stuff with driving coming up, photography coming up, specific stuff for specific parts. I'll even have something for doing these skirts. I have a headlight install for the 944 Turbo soon. I'll go over those headlights that are going on there. I will be doing a video on experimenting with vinyl wrap that I have not done before, so you guys can be entertained on my amateur experimentation on that. I have so much stuff to go over. I have stuff in the Baja I still have to take care of. I have a whole front end rebuild on the Baja. The parts are actually still over there. So I mean, there's plenty of projects to do, plenty of different things to do that I need to cover, and yeah, hope you guys enjoy it. So until the next time you guys see me, have a good one and stay unorthodox. Bye bye.